New season begins. League placement. Complete a series of ranked matches to determine your initial league placement. And so it begins again, anew, and everybody's going to play league placements right now. So as you can see, all of this, like that. Look at that. I have this message here. Saying that somebody wants to invite me into their kind of friends list. I wonder why. Because I wasn't really chatting much with anybody. In any case, I will accept this. And we see that this player has already done his placements with a turn, and that's that. Alright, now it's time to play another match here. I'm going to play as a Zag, and I'm gonna go for a safe roach opener. That's what I went for quite a few times already. Still don't know the build though very well. In any case, the game will begin now. And now see new maps, but that's all about it. Looks like there's gonna be three entries in. That's very interesting, and it's a winter map, so Blizzard should be playing an important role here. Let's take a look. Just as I suspected, Blizzard is making a sound.
Spawn more overlords.
Alright, let's spawn more overlords. And also it actually looks very beautiful.
Spawn more overlords.
Very kind of nicely done, I think. I like that
We require more minerals.
Blizzard is playing such a big role in this map. It's kind of all the time here, as you can see. The wind is howling, and that's very beautiful. In any case, I see that he's trying to harass my drones. Wow, being in this map is like it's like watching a movie. That's how good this map looks like for me at this point. In any case, I'm going to finish my second hatchery when I finish the spawning pool. I like this combination quite a bit. I think that's really awesome. In any case, I'm focusing quite a bit on the economy right now. Done.
We require more minerals.
And I will need some minerals for
we
that.
Require more Vespine gas.
And some Vespine gas. Also, I'm gonna build a few links. And
Spawn more overlords.
That's how we'll try to work things out. Let's see if he's hiding anywhere. Yeah, he's hiding here. After all, he was. Okay, so that's done. And I'm going for additional circles. It wants me to build a hatchery, but I will not do that.
Our drones are under attack.
What was that? Probably on a depth or so. In any case, whatever that was, I have no idea. Furthermore, what else do I see here? Some more of this. I need that roach one at this point. Do the injects, and I'm gonna fill this up. Also, it wants me to build spore crawlers. That's gonna be very useful against a Protoss. More extractors. While reconstruction, it looks like going for a hive would be the thing now. And also roaches, they're still not there. I need a few overlords. And finally I can build the roaches. And I would probably need quite a few of them. Also, I would like to go and expand at this point. Okay, so next, an evolution chambers. First, let's you know what, let's move around. Oh wow, look at that. He can kill off my stuff quite easily there though. I was even a bit surprised just how effective. Alright, let's get everybody inside. He's doing the good old harassments. And here my lings are not going to be tough enough. In any case, let's go, 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 go. Focus fire on them. And let's see what's gonna happen. I don't really have as much strength as I would like to. And at this point I realize I will not win. And I'm going to increase my forces a bit further. And let's see, I do have a surplus here and there. Let's send that surplus here. And also I'll start the fighting. Also, I need a bunch of upgrades here and there. Okay, and more workers so that my income would stay at its peak. Alright, the queen is done. More workers, and also we can move on with all of these roaches onto the offensive. Alright, more workers here into my third base. Okay, that that should do it. Okay, so look at that. He's sending in Archons. and that isn't good. Those Archons will, without a doubt, do very, very significant damage. He's probably gonna take out a base. Here he successfully defended, and all in all, it looks like I'm in a very, very bad situation here. Really. I should just kind of continue expanding. More roaches have been made, but they are no match for much more powerful Archons, who are currently being further supported. It looks like there's nothing that's going to save me now. I just have to do GG out. In any case, I was kind of really glad to see this map though. It looks so very, very beautiful. Playing on this map is a bit better than otherwise. Alright, look at that. Looks like I'm managing to defend myself here. But not fully. There's a small squad left here, but it's not gonna be of no use, really. So, damage, attacks ground units, damage 4, damage 9 for air units. So it's much better against air targets. Okay, so that will be it. Let's quit and rewind this. Let's see how things worked out for my opponent here. He played very nicely. I like those Archon drops. I think that these were really cool. My forces just couldn't take them out because they were so strong in their composition, really. They were indeed quite tough. So let's see. First of all, he sends around his probe to check things out. What do I have?
The firstborn shall persevere.
So far, I still don't play as well as to kind of use that information that I gain from scouting. So I don't really scout. Besides, I could recognize a cheese. I could maybe recognize an airplay. But all in all, nothing too specific. In any case, he has a nice wall up there. I think even a Terran would be able to blow himself off
You must construct additional pylons.
with a couple of buildings only.
You must construct additional pylons.
2 barracks and a supply depot in between, maybe. And that's it. In any case, the ambient sound works reasonably well. Look at that, that's a frozen hive. And that's a frozen Nidus network. It looks like they have been covered with water, and that water froze. Or there was some kind of a powerful strike on them. In any case, I attack here with the roaches, and he successfully defends against these roaches. Builds himself a couple of Archons. And at this point, he clears off his blockade there. and will be moving out. Ice is playing a huge role in this map. I like the way ice is made. It looks very beautiful. Very beautiful from above though, not as good from up close.
We meet our fate.
But from above it looks like it's the way it was meant to be looked at. In any case, the graphics on this map are without a doubt good. Here I got into the trap, so all of my units were not dealing all of their damage. Without a doubt a disaster. And he kind of consistently expands. We do make a very similar amount of money even now, but I've suffered quite a bit.
The enemy closes.
And things are not good. It looks like he realizes he won this. He's not playing now.
Mineral field depleted. We embrace the glory of battle.
We do embrace the glory of battle.
Mineral field depleted.
And yeah, it looks like he won't play at all. Done. It's all over. A league promotion progress. Silver League Tier 3. Okay, so that's all I needed. Just one match. Another thing I want to do is I want to check how can I remove these. So remove a friend. Are you sure you want to remove from your friends list? This does not block communication with this person. I'm going to remove him. In fact, I'm going to remove both of them because I don't need them. I can add a friend by putting in their nickname. I wonder. In any case, that's done. Let's move on to the next one. And hopefully I'll get the same map. So far I like that map quite a bit. It was a very good experience to play it. And here I'll be facing Protoss once again. Now a good question was this one of the new maps, and so it seems it was not. In any case, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build myself an overlord.
Spawn more overlords.
And a few drones after that. I want to get as many minerals as I can at this point. Next, it's an extractor and a hatchery. So let's wait for 300 minerals. Done.
We require more minerals.
We require more minerals. Minerals are here, and 2 hatcheries are as well in there. The hatchery is done. Extractor's done. The next objective is the spawning pool.
We require more minerals.
Done. add it to the queue. And now metabolic boost. Okay, it looks like he shows up. Okay. It looks like I'll just have to wait a little bit. I'll need to build myself a few queens. And that's it. Then a bunch of links. And with those links, I may have to go out and take a look what's up.
We require more over. We require more
Also, I'm gonna
minerals.
build a bunch of overlords. And at this point, I would need the spore crawlers.
We require
And
more minerals.
let's walk out. Take a look. What's going on?
We require more minerals.
Alright, I need to send all of my troops that would otherwise be mining there.
We require more minerals.
So, let's see, what do we have here? And here we had a bunch of zealots. So, that's a bit disastrous. Oh wow. He's coming at me now.
More overload.
And it doesn't look like I'm gonna have
Enough energy.
enough firepower
It's complete.
because
More overload.
I need to wait for the overlords to finish at this point. And he's already here. Okay. So,
More overload.
did I just got maxed out? Yeah, I just got maxed out. He's not attacking my workers. Oh wow. Okay, I'm spawning additional overlords and I'll have to kite this a bit. And let's spawn those overlords. Alright, I was able to defend myself at this point. That's really cool. It's just that I unfortunately lost quite a bit. And here, let's go after him. Alright, he didn't ran far from me. And that's for my safe roach opener. I lost my queens. Not good. Not much can be done about that at this point. And finally I've got a queen, but not two. Let's build some more workers, send them in here. These got lost. 2 additional over here. Also, I'm trying to get them up to speed. I'm not gonna build banelings. What do I want to build then? Probably starting with the resources would be a good idea. Also, I'm gonna go here, build myself another hive and a couple of overlords. Okay, these can be added in, and I can successfully fill
Not enough energy.
my gas geyser there. Alright, so things are not looking too bad, and I'm moving in for the hydraulics game at this point, and I'm trying to fill this up with
Not enough energy.
with workers.
Not enough energy.
All right. Now I just need a larva, as you know,
Mineral field
and
depleted.
it doesn't look like that's gonna be an easy grab, and I'm being very kind of focused
Spawn more overlords.
on the expansion, really, on my resources and such,
Enough energy.
rather than the military. And I think that's the way to go just now. So a few bases already set up. Things are all looking bad. Now
Field depleted.
I'll try to set up myself another one and build a bunch of hydralisks. Also some more
Forces are under attack.
units. Alright, so at this point I'm building links. It's without a doubt not an easy one. And it looks like I'm all in all in a bit trouble here. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, disaster is looming.
Drones are under attack.
And if I won't get my forces together,
Forces are under attack.
things may kind of stay disastrous. He will without a doubt take out a base.
Forces are under attack. Overlords.
And I have to attack with the workers, but not under those circumstances. He is able to successfully deal with what I had here, and it looks like there's nothing that's going to save me. He's consistently bringing in reinforcements. That's all. Let's put and rewind at this point. Okay, see, how did he played it? So first of all, he's going to go for a wall-off. He built 2 pylons here. That's an interesting one. And went for an expansion. So these 2 pylons are actually, as far as I'm aware, blocking everything. Okay, not everything though. So that's an interesting one. Very interesting one. In any case, 2 pylons can be sniped out anyway. However, it looks neat. Now here a few of my links showed up and he decided to counterattack. We're making a similar amount of resources, and here he kind of realizes that things are not looking bad for him. He just needs to further push, I guess. And I even kind of had to move my workers away, which have reduced the income quite significantly. And he built more gateways, he was moving more troops inwards. And that's it. He goes for High Templars, which is fine. That's how Protoss tends to keep the control of the battlefield with those storms. That makes him very powerful. He at the same time decides to go for a defense. He probably expects a counterattack of some sort.
Research complete.
Fine.
I'm here.
And
I'm here in the
what's next? Builds himself a force. I at this point was focused nearly completely on the economy, really. very heavily on the economy. He builds a lot of static defense. Looks like he wasn't spending nearly as much on the military. So all of those photon cannons could have been gateways. In any case, here he attacks me, and it looks like it was a great success. He even kills off a few of my overlords. At this point, he only needs to bring in reinforcements. He has even upgrades here done, and all in all, things are not looking bad at all for him.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
The warriors have engaged the enemy, and at this point, it's all over. Done. Opponent MMR is not available during league placement matches. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So I don't really reach too far with this, because I just kind of end up in a battle, and all of this stuff just becomes a lot more natural than than anything. In any case, it's a nice reminder. Obviously, it's a strategy. So if I follow this, I will play a very specific style. Oh wow, that's another new map. So it looks like a knockoff
We require more
of
minerals.
a bunch of other maps, but that's how.
More overlord. We require more minerals.
But that's how it works, really. We've got ourselves a bunch of
More overlords.
really nice sounds here. Okay. Next, I'll need that hatchery. Look at those overlord legs. Okay, next I'll need a spawning pool. So far so good, at least I have this. So, look at that ramp. It looks so uneven. In any case, it's nice that the maps are different. Looks like I'm a bit behind the spawning pool. And in turn, I may have more cash saved up. Let's wait. A bit further. What happens next? Metabolic boost and a couple of zerglings. So it looks like his SCB has showed up. Alright. And I'll be waiting. I'm building another extractor. And it wants me to go for another hatcher at this point, so fine, let's do just that then. And what about this guy? Where did he went? It looks like they didn't went far. New workers inside of the second. The third hatcher is on its way. I would need an overlord at this point. And it actually wants me to build more queens. So you know what, I will build an additional queen. Maybe I'm gonna send it there. Okay. And at this point I'm focusing further on the workers, really heavily on the workers. I just kind of want to
Not enough energy.
do it just like that. And not care about anything. The roach warren, the baneling's nest is going down, lair is going down, more workers is going down. Alright. And at this point I need to send more workers into this base as well. And oh wow, look at that.
We require more minerals.
He went for a hell of a lot of marines and such. Okay, go back. The longer he waits, the better it is gonna be for me as well. Let's go into banelings.
We require more minerals.
Okay, it looks like I will lose this base. How unfortunate.
We require more minerals.
He's giving me some time to build some static defenses here. Okay.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Okay, it looks like he will try to trap me inside of my own base. That's it. At this point I'm attacking him. And just like that I'm able to proceed with the offensive. His forces are still out there. That's not good. Not much can I do about that. Let's attack him. It looks a bit, just slightly bit creepy that they're kind of out there, but it's very, very fun. In any case, an extra worker was here, and I can build roaches now. I don't really have nearly as much larva as I would actually would like to. Okay, so he could have tanks by this point, without a doubt. Yeah, he does have some troops. So let's see. And the roaches could potentially clear this blockade from which I'm currently suffering here. It's good that I didn't lose too many workers. And that's it. Let's walk around and let's see what he is up to as well. Also, I will continue investing in my economy, and hopefully this will sort things out for me. The third base will be operational very, very quickly. In fact, in a matter of a very, very short period of time. And I'm spawning more overlords. Also, I'm going to expand further. And I'm not seeing him at all.
Spawn more.
Also, I'm gonna land this. Can't. I don't have a lair. Oh well. And let's kill. More roaches. More queen injects. Alright.
Spawn more overlords.
And the mules are doing their job. It looks like
Spawn more overlords.
looks like he will defeat me. Okay, now spawning those overlords. Let's spawn a few overlords and a few workers, and that's it. So it looks like I do have an economy. I just need more of everything to kind of mount another offensive. Here I never finished that, which is a little bit disappointing to say the least. And I'm looking if everything's full. It looks like everything is almost full. And things are not disastrous. Alright. Also, I'm finally going for the Hydralisk game. So let's go for those additional overlords. He may make a drop at any point. Let's do the injects all over the place. And the Hydralisks.
We require more minerals.
Alright, also I need to go for the Spire so that I could build a bunch of Vipers. I don't really have much experience with the Vipers though, so that's gonna be very interesting to say the least. And let's wait. I need more overlords. I need to send the workers around the place. Alright, you go here. Build another hive. Everybody need to run away. You go here, build me another hive. I need to build more. Oh wow. Let's go attack. Okay, fight. And just like that, we are engaging further. And here I can... Let's chase them. And attack their bases everywhere.
Our forces are under attack.
Alright. There's more of them here. We need to go up the ramp. Here we'll have a much better position to attack them from. Okay. So far so good. Let's go into lurkers. And here he decides to GG out. Wow, good. Fighting on the ramp wasn't nearly as straightforward. Obviously, he mounted a really cool defense there.
Additional supply depots.
In any case,
SCV ready.
Now
SCV ready. This better be good.
B
Armed and ready. SCV ready.
will see what happened there from my opponent's perspective. So the maps are definitely different. For me personally, they are a bit more beautiful, or just I like them a bit more because at the beginning I didn't know how to play the last season very much, and the maps were as new as anything else. Now here there was the interesting one. So he started with a sort of a very aggressive game, and he sends in a squad of Marines supported by SUVs. Those SUVs were certainly taking damage that otherwise would have been taken straight into the Marines. So basically, for example, Lynx would be surrounding the SUVs instead of attacking the Marines. And all in all, it looks very good for the Terran player here. He kills off my third, and he's sending in reinforcements. He thinks he can siege me inside of my own base by building bunkers and sending in consistent reinforcements. So he's kind of assuming that there's going to be a major aggression now, and
under attack.
he will wall himself off. But what I do, I build a bunch of banelings, and with those banelings I blast through his marines. He wasn't able to split them away, and they have been annihilated. Now at this point I'm making just slightly bit more cash, not too much. He was building SUVs at all times, as you can see, and this means that he will be able to set both of his bases operational very fast. He's building more stuff,
Command center upgrade
more
complete.
barracks, more
Add-on complete.
going to factories, additional factories being constructed, and I just attack him with those banelings, and those banelings are able to kill his marines. Without his marines he is much weaker, and at this point his offensive seemed to end. As you can see, his cyclones just barely survived. It looks like that was a really good fight. And I move out with my roaches. This is my counter-attack, and I expect to do some damage. He fixes his cyclones. I do not attack his main base. He had a bunker prepared there for me. I'm moving around the place. And guess what? My roaches show up here. And there's quite a few roaches. They can attack air units, and so his command center safely reaches home.
Research complete.
And then bam, my roaches meet his cyclones, marauders, and a bunch of marines. They easily destroy all the roaches. And
it's on. You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply depots required.
that's how things work out. He just got supply blocked, so he's building a bunch of supply. I really like the way he plays. It looks like very beautiful, very neat. He builds widow mines, and his forces grow consistently.
Command center upgrade complete.
Let's take a look at the resource intake. It looks like at this point I'm making approximately 800 more minerals. I have 76 workers. He has 53. And in the upgrade terms, he isn't really upgrading, and I wasn't. The upgrades, however, some of my upgrades are in production.
Ready for dust off.
Here he decides to move on to the offensive. My upgrades will finish just for his offensive there. Bam! He attacks my base, and he meets a bunch of hydralisks, a bunch of roaches, and decides to retreat. So things are not looking good for him. He sends everybody back. And what do? I move into defensive. At this point our income is reasonably equal. I'm just making a couple of hundred more while having many more workers. Obviously that's due to the fact that he destroyed one of my bases. However, I do have the initiative. I do not attack his third base, I attack into his
Mineral field
into his natural expansion here. They all clumped up on the ramp. I move as many as I can forward. He has no tanks, and without tanks he can't really very effectively defend. My wings are trailing behind, and all isn't that good for him. My forces managed to get into the city, and it's all over. I could have attacked this base right here and reduce his mineral intake, rebuild mine, have another one constructed, and just continue the slaughter. However, it looks like after defeating his natural expansion I hurt him more because I destroyed his forces that without reinforcements wouldn't be able to achieve victory anyway. I like that Liberator, the way it looks. Everything kind of looks just, I think that's slightly a little better. So on this map everything looks nice too. In turn, I have been promoted. Let's move on to the next one. And so it begins. First things first, I need a drone overlord and another drone. After that, I'll need 3 more drones and a hatchery. Alright, that's done. Finally, I can move in to construct
more minerals.
that hatchery and an extractor. Spawning pool as well. Alright, I like when I see that my base is nearly fully mining. That it's near full capacity. Done. These ones started. and 13 workers mining the hive.
The
Next,
hive cluster is under attack.
it looks like I've got a message that we're being attacked, but it wasn't much at all. Next, I built 2 queens and 6 zerglings. Okay. So, I should probably save up larva. I would need 3 larva for that. And approximately 550 minerals. And so done. I can build that. This one's done as well, and now 3 of these guys. Also, after this point, I move on to construct myself the 3rd hatchery. And
Spawn more overlord. Our drones are under attack.
3 overlords. Need to go down. Okay, so
Our forces
what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna continue with that and move
spawn more overlord.
for those 3 overlords. At this point I do have a queen which should successfully protect. He is consistently kiting those links, and
Spawn more.
just like that he's just reducing my income.
Not enough energy.
Further. Alright.
We require more minerals.
Could
We require more minerals.
build a roach warren. It wants me to build a spore
We
crawler,
require more minerals.
but that's not what I want to build. In any case, all the new workers need to move in there. I think that is important. And I want to drone up at this point as much as I can and as quickly as I can.
The hive cluster is under attack. Forces are under attack.
He will never win against the queen.
Not enough energy.
This may provoke him into a all-out aggression of some sort. In any case, I'm building 3Ds. More workers. Okay, that is tough. I have 2 done. 2 kind of hives done. And now I just need a 3rd.
Spawn more overlord.
And that's soon be done. I kind of don't always play like that. Okay, just definitely collect too many clicks there for the time being.
Spawn more overlord.
And so I'm waiting for those overlords. Those overlords finished. And just like that, easily,
We require
I was
more
able
minerals.
to successfully fill up these. Next, my lair is in production, and I have to build roaches at this point. I need the roaches, and I need some anti-air defenses.
Not enough energy.
Alright,
Spawn more overlord.
overlords are here. The hive isn't done. Lair, I mean, isn't done just yet.
Spawn more
Also, I need to start with upgrades. Alright. And maybe move into another one of these command centers. hives. More roaches
We require minerals.
would be very useful. I want to know if all of my hives are doing their work. They are. Alright. Here. It looks
Hive cluster
like
under
we can move.
We require more minerals.
And let's attack them. Let's attack them.
Require more minerals.
And let's attack into their own bases at this point. Fine.
Spawn more overlords.
Here I'm going to attack the workers. Let's see how that would do. It looks like that did very badly.
Our forces.
I wasn't spawning those overlords. It's a complete disaster. Okay, go.
Our forces are under attack.
Wow, that was so bad. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. In any case, I have been defeated. I kind of ignored that drop, and
Our forces are under attack.
and in turn, he just kind of moved into my base and eliminated all my workers. Actually, I attacked him with the workers, but he was able to defeat them very easily.
Our forces are under attack.
And
The hive cluster is under attack.
it just kind of isn't good enough. These Hagelis will most likely be annihilated, but they do take away a lot of them. Alright. So, that's it. That's what I have, and that's not much. As you can see, my base has been annihilated here, and I'm currently
Metamorphosis complete.
very much behind everything, and he may at any point attack me further and simply eliminate me. Now it looks like I'm attempting to reconnect. It looks like I'm losing it. And so I have been dropped. It looks like my game is still running, as you can see. In any case, it looks like the server dropped me out. So let's rewind this match and take a look at it. Okay, I'm being thrown into the same position there. Fine. it looks like the game itself is crashing. And now it should be fine. So, what do we know? Let's find out. What happened there? We know that he
Command center upgrade complete.
sent a Reaper, and so that Korean Reaper
Add-on.
is on its way. Now the player here did a tremendous job killing all of those links, and obviously he wasn't constructing anything while doing that, so he got a lot of money saved up by just killing the links, and he did that without a doubt flawlessly. Very nice. He didn't lose much cash anyway.
Add-on complete.
It was just fine.
Command center upgrade complete.
And he looks to go. It looks like he's going for a wall off. Fine. Also, that the Reaper of his has encountered a queen, and that's without a doubt
Add-on
an
complete.
impossible mission for him, but he will move on to scout things further. At this point, our income is similar.
Add-on.
I like to see that the races have very similar income, really, and this is a kind of a balance that is being
Research
tried to
complete.
achieve, that is being achieved,
Ready for dust
so to
off.
speak.
Gangway, coming through.
SCV ready.
It's about to get heavy.
He is preparing for a drop. And is that the Doom drop that took place
SCV ready.
against me? It looks so.
Piece of me, boy.
SCV ready.
Command center.
So he moves in with his forces. I was droning up tremendously. I got really nice income.
Research complete.
And then I attack him with my roaches.
Better be good.
And it looks like I had the upper hand, or so it seemed. But what happens is that he simply moved up into my main base and dropped. I, instead of sending my forces to defend, sent them to attack his base. In here, a squad of marines
Add-on complete.
with shields,
We could use some help.
stim and +1 attack were waiting for me, supported by Liberator. And I had no defenses in my main. This squad was able to eradicate my entire main
Mineral
base,
field depleted.
and
You want a piece of me, boy?
that is
Base
just
is under
kind
attack.
of game breaking, you know.
Ready for dust off.
Here, with all of that stuff, he was fixing the supply depots, and he was consistently attacking me with those medivacs. Now they had medivacs
Base is
that
under attack.
supported him, and my reinforcements went in to attack them further, and it was just a waste.
Mineral field
He
depleted.
had a lot of troops left, and he was just blasting my base here.
Mineral field depleted.
It was a very dire situation for me. Those hydraulics were strong enough to defeat him, but those marines were not healed properly.
This better be good.
In any case, at this point he should just attack, and he's waiting for an offensive. He relies mostly on the marines. Our income is very similar, and the army, my army is 16 hydralisks, which is okay. At this point, I drop my kind of the server just drops me out of this, and actually it was very equal, very equal. He probably would be able to defeat me, but if he would attack me right now. But who knows if he would have waited, if we would have just played like that for the next 4 minutes, I would have been able to rebuild my base. He did have an upper hand with upgrades, without a doubt, but my upgrade facilities were going up again, and obviously he did have a very lucky kill here of my entire main base. However, it certainly wasn't game over. However, the morale was without a doubt on his side. He had a lot of workers built up here, so his third base would have been operational in a minute here, and that income advantage would probably be enough to defeat me. In any case, that was a really cool game.